Liftoff will start in T-minus 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition.
It's time! 17 seconds from Game 7 or from championship number 6. Open! Chicago with the lead! I've got a piece of it. It comes off. The Chicago Bulls have won their 6th NBA championship.
Tying run at second, 2 out. Palmero over the head of Jenks. Uribe charges, throws, out! And the White Sox have won the World Series.
To the far side around the 8-yard line to Hester. Under it and to the middle with the 15 to the 20, breaks free to the 25 to the 30 to the outside. 40, midfield, 40, 30 to the coast, 20, 15, Hester 5. Oh! Touchdown!
Toward Bryant. He will glove it in front of Rizzo. It's in time. And the Chicago Cubs win the World Series.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome to Shawn and Maya in the morning on this TGI Mickey Ficky Friday. It's the weekend, baby. I'm your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra. Thanks for tuning in. If you're watching us on Facebook Live, well, then I guess you found us on Facebook. And if you're not following us on Facebook, what? Come on, go to Facebook, type in Sports Zone Chicago, click the like button. Now you're following Sports Zone Chicago. Simple, but wait. There's more. Go to the show's page, go to Shawn and Maya in the morning, like that page as well. So not only will you be following Sports Zone Chicago, but you'll be following Shawn and Maya in the morning as well. If you're watching us on our YouTube channel, excellent. And if you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, for real, come on, man. Go to YouTube, type in Sports Zone Chicago, click the subscribe button, but also click the notification button. That's the little bell right next to it, and that'll let you know anytime a show from Sports Zone Chicago is going live. Get it? Got it? Good. Now, if you're watching this on our mobile app, please don't tell me you didn't know we had a mobile app. Come on, baby. What's wrong with you? Not with you. With you. What's wrong with you? Listen. Go to wherever you get your apps from, right? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where it's iTunes or Google Play or Amazon or Walmart or Kmart, 7-Eleven, Zare, Zamsky, Macy, Montgomery Ward, Woolworth, Rebolts, Goldblatts. Doesn't matter. You go there, you type in Sports Zone Chicago, you download it. You take us with you on the go. So not only do you get Shawn and Maya in the morning 3 days a week, not only do you get our other live shows throughout the week, and not only are they archived there like they are on Facebook and YouTube, but I'll tell you what, we give you a slew, and I mean a slew of articles, thanks to my man Clarence Council the Third. Big up to Clarence for keeping you abreast of all articles Chicago sports related. Now, if you watch this on a Roku channel, I like that kind of party, baby. And if you don't know, you better ask somebody. Sports Zone Chicago, we have our own Roku channel. So if you have a Roku television in the house, do us a favor. Download Sports Zone Chicago's channel to your television. Put us on the big screen. Put us there next to all the big boys. Netflix, Hulu, HBO Max, Prime, Paramount Plus, Disney, Stars. You can watch us on the big screen. How run the big screen, right, Mickey? Now. You can also tweet the show. Tweet us at Sports Zone Shy. That's CHI at Sports Zone Shy. Now, if you want to follow me, just me personally online. Want to know what I did? Let me tell you what I did. I made it nice and easy for you, folks. Nice and easy. One handle for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok. All one handle at the Shawn Sierra. Man, we got a great show, but I need you to get interactive. And, man, so whatever platform you're watching us on, leave a question or comment on that platform, and it'll come up here in a thread. We'll put it up on the screen. We'll incorporate it into the show. And that, my peoples, is what makes this the best morning Chicago sports talk show around, and that's you. So bring them all, baby. Questions, comments, smart-ass remarks, because ain't nobody scared over here. Like The Rock said, baby, don't sing it. Just bring it. Let's check out the chat, because the chat is jumping. Yay. Happy Valentine's Day, y'all. Levette Lee is in the house. That's what I'm talking about. Good morning, Mom. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. Levette Lee's up in this mother hubbard. Hell yeah. Levette Lee. Thank you, Mom. I appreciate it. Yeah, there we go. Crazy. What are we doing? There we go. Here we go. Boom. How to do this? Good. And who else we got in here? Be Smooth is in the house. Good morning. Happy Valentine's Day and happy blessed Friday. Shawn and Sports Owners. That's what we're talking about. Cornelius Squall's in the house. What up? Sports Owners. Cornelius. Rick Gonzalez is in the house. Says good morning, everybody. Thank you, sir, for checking in. Black Diamond. He's stopping by. It's the top of the morning, gang. Oh, yeah. Jay Grizz in the house. Happy VA. He's just addressing that to Brian. Okay. All right. Damn. Oh, okay. He makes up for it. He's like, bear down, gentlemen. Bear down. Happy Friday, gentlemen. Okay. And don't forget the ladies. Michelle Walls in the Mickey Vicky house. He says a Mickey Vicky Valentine's Day TGIF. You know it, man. Brian likes my shirt, baby. We're 106 miles from Chicago. Got a full tank of gas, a half pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it. Jay Gris says, happy Valentine's Day to all the ladies in the chat, with all due respect. You know, I just busting your balls, baby. Just busting your chops. Listen, I don't know a lot about a lot, but I do know this. More of the usual suspects will chime in as the show goes on. That, my peoples, I can promise you. That, my peoples, I can promise you. We can do it like this. Happy Valentine's Day. Yay, baby. Listen, I'm fired up, man. We had a good. It's been a week. You know, craziness going on. We all got crazy stuff going on in our house. You know what I mean? But it's been a week, to say the least. To say the least. See, what do we got here? What do we got here? Ha ha ha! You got jokes, huh? But Shawn says, any Valentine's Day burpees? No burpees today. Let me tell you, today's workout was actually pretty good. I liked it. I was a little leery because I told you, guys, my shoulder's jacked up, and I jacked it up a couple of months ago when I was doing just strict press with the barbell. And I was doing 185. I was doing 185 with the strict press, and I strained something in my shoulder. But, you know, I'm a guy, so I'm not going to go to the doctor. We'll be fine. Rub a little dirt on it, we'll be fine. Yeah, well, it's been kind of a pain in the ass for me. And so it affects some of my workouts. I can do them. I kind of force my way into doing the various exercises that it gives me some discomfort. All right, but still, I do it. But today I made sure that we had some rows and stuff. It was a good workout, nothing too crazy. Not my favorite workout, but I liked it. Don't get me wrong. I don't want it to seem like I didn't like it. But yeah, no burpees today. Thank God. Thank goodness gracious, great balls of fire. So every time I see we have burpees, I think of Michelle because he loves to give me shit about it. It happens, I guess. You know, it happens. But yeah, so here's what we got. Let's see what else we got. Rick, who you telling? Rick says, you know you're getting old when you sneeze and you hurt your back. Yes, that's happened to me. And I was a D1 athlete, bro. I was a Division I athlete, Division I football player, bro, and that shit happens. That happened to me before. Woo, Charlie, I feel you. I feel you, man. Oh, goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Woo. That ain't nothing nice, Rick. Nothing nice. Nothing nice. Anyway. You know, what's really weird about this time, this is a weird time for us. All right, there's literally no sports going on. We have the beginning of baseball, but catchers just reported. Full teams haven't even reported yet. The Cubs are reporting today. All right, so there's no baseball, no basketball. It's the All-Star weekend. No football. The Super Bowl was Sunday, so there's no more football. No hockey. They got the Four Nations face-off. It's a really, really weird time of the sports calendar in 2025. Very weird. We got stuff to talk about. We're going to talk baseball. Oh my God, all my baseball people, everyone in the chat, do me a favor. Just write your baseball team: Cubs, White Sox, Yankees, Dodgers, Red Sox, Astros, Brewers. Just write what team you like. Who's your baseball team? Just write it in the chat. If you don't have a baseball team, just don't write anything. But just, all right. Rick Gonzalez asks, "Do I like spring football?" Yes, I do. I do. It's kind of a weird thing, you know. What with the UFL, The Rock, and The Rock says this. It's kind of like the WNBA and women's basketball. Okay, because how do you expect the guy? See, remember how the women's basketball, they go right into the tournaments in March, and then the draft is in 2 weeks, and then training camp is the following week, and boom, they're done. They're in. Remember how that went with the WNBA and the girls in women's basketball, women's college basketball? Well, that's how it's going to be for those guys in the UFL. And it's not a very efficient, let me put it that way, because you're playing in the spring. And then if you get picked up by a team, you got to go right to training camp or right to OTAs. So there's really no time off from that 6 week, 8 week. And what if your team gets to the championship? I mean, the time gets shorter and shorter for you to actually just get in shape. And so are you going to be a person that's able to contribute? It's tough. And with football, man, it's a tough sport. All right, you need you need time to recover, let your body heal. And you go from one league to another, because these are all guys who want to get to the league. So it might be a little more physical, a little more taxing on the body. So it's tough, but I do like it. I do like the opportunity that it provides for people. All right, I wish there was something like that for me when I was, back in the day. When I came out, like I said, I think I told you I wanted to get a tryout. I was trying to get a tryout with the Bears. 94. But they drafted Rashaan Salam, so I will never forgive him. God rest his soul. So, yeah. Anyway. So, like I said, let's see who we got. Jay Grizz, Cubs. Levant Lee, Cubs. Cornelius Squalls, Cubs. Rick Gonzalez, the only smart man in the chat right now. Go Sox. Or then again, are we smart for being Sox fans? Are we smart? I don't know. Mr. Shody's checking in. What's up, Mr. Shody? Hey, top of the morning. Hey, I'll send that over to you in a little bit, what you asked for. Brian says, Shawn, I haven't followed baseball since the late 80s, but I did follow the Big Red Machine in the 70s. Okay, with Dave Concepcion, Pete Rose, Joe Morgan. Their AAA farm team was the Indianapolis Indians, which was close to me. Oh, that's cool. That's dope. Okay. Rick, you might be right. You might be 100% right, Papa. We dumb. We dumb. We dumb. Oh, man. Oh, you made me laugh. No, you know what? I don't have it, Shorty. I don't. So, yeah. Jay Gris, I'm a Sox fan too, and the Cubs aren't doing so well. Oh, you're a flip-flopper, huh? It's like you Mount Carmel guys. Just busting your balls, baby. Just busting your chops. That's all. Oh, my goodness. Jokes. I just got jokes. I'm in a good mood today. All right. Workouts are very therapeutic. And especially when you have a good workout and it's in your wheelhouse like today's was, I felt good. Again, happy Valentine's Day to everyone in the chat. Hope you have a Valentine. I know it's a Hallmark holiday and shit, but it's still nice to be appreciated by someone you care about. You know what I mean? It really is. We're all human. We all have those needs. You know what I mean? Hey, Grizz. Yeah, Jay Grizz. I messed with all Catholic League people, man. Messed with all of them. And so I know I told this story before. One of my really good friends went to Brother Rice, and he came to volunteer when I was at Little Village over on 31st and Costner, and he came to we started the football program up there, and he wanted to volunteer as a coach. And I was like, all right, cool. So I'm in the PE office in the back. They call up, and the head coach was one of the teachers. So they called, and I said, he's not here. The head coach isn't here, but he should be down a little bit. I'll go up and get him. So I go up and get the guy. The guy's he's from Little Village, so he's Little Hood, but he had this aura, like this education about him. Like you could tell he's educated. He's hood, but you could tell he's educated. And I was like, I said, hey man, I said, what school did you go to? He said, Lewis. I said, no. I said, what high school did you go to? He's like, Brother Rice. And I'll mind you, this is 15 seconds after I met the dude. I'm like, oh, really? I was like, man, I'm sorry. He's like, what? I was like, I'm sorry your parents couldn't afford to send you to a real school. He's like, what school did you go to? He got all mad. The Little Village in him came out. Like, what school did you go to? I said, Rita. He goes, fuck Rita. We became, and that was 05. We've been friends for 20 years. So, yeah, Catholic League, I love to razz all my Catholic League guys. Yeah. We used to call them Rice Boys or Nice Boys. They play with Fisher-Price toys. And, yeah, that's funny. That's funny. But, hey, listen, here's what we'll do. Let's take a quick break because we do have a lot of top of the morning topics. Woo! We got a lot of top of the morning topics to get to. So here's what we're going to do. All right? Here's what we're going to do. Let's see. Oh, things have changed, though, Jay Grizz. They always finish last or second last in our division. Brother Rice is actually pretty good. They started letting girls in, and no, I'm just kidding. Started letting boys in, the Brother Rice, and they started playing better. No, their actual football team's pretty good. The basketball team, the athletics are pretty good. They're a lot better because they were the doormats. I agree. When I was there, that wasn't even a contest. That's an automatic dub for Brother Rice. But some things have changed. They got a little something over there, a little something. You know, a little something, but still Brother Rice. But anyway, let's take a quick break. All right, on the other side of the break, I guarantee you, we will get to the top of the morning topics. All right, so don't go anywhere, folks. Keep it locked right here. Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago.
Many will hear the calling. Few will earn the title. United States Marine. The few, the proud, the Marines.
Hey, it's your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra, and be sure to follow Sports Zone Chicago on all social media platforms, on Facebook, Instagram, and our Roku channel. You can find us at Sports Zone Chicago, and on Twitter, we are at Sports Zone Shy. Also, be sure to download our mobile app so you can take Sports Zone Chicago with you on the go.
How do you take care of your mind health?
For my mental health, I meditate in the mornings.
I have my dogs. They're the best.
I just find ways that help me just relax.
Finding things that make me happy, like being close to my family.
I meditate a lot and read books.
I have hobbies outside of the game. I'm able to switch off. I'm able to turn my brain off from the game of basketball.
Your mind health matters.
Your mind health matters.
We're looking for a few heroes, mentors, trailblazers, innovators, a passion to change lives, spark curiosity, open hearts, and awaken minds, help students answer the question, who am I? This could be your calling, but this is no job. It's the journey of a lifetime. Be a hero. Be a teacher.
Mental health and learning disorders don't discriminate. 17 million children and adolescents in the United States live with disorders like anxiety, depression, ADHD, and dyslexia. Less than half get the help they need to thrive. Help the Child Mind Institute change these children's lives. Visit childmind.org.
That's funny. That's funny. See, I was in GQ. This is easy.
All right, then let's lay down on the couch.
Lay down?
Yes,
sir. Say no more. See, this is what I want to do. Come on, man. It's a great weekend to be alive. It's a great weekend to be around the best players.
Welcome back to Shawn and Maya in the morning at Sports Zone Chicago. Those clips courtesy of the Chicago Bulls. That was our lone all-star, our lone representative for All-Star Weekend, Matas Buzelis, the 19-year-old rookie phenom who is a stud, who is going to be in the dunk contest. He was upset. He was upset that he got snubbed for the Rising Stars game, the freshman versus the second-year players, or first-year rookies versus second-year players. But I guess because he didn't get a lot of tick early on, so he didn't get to really see what kind of attitude and edge this dude plays with. But as the season went on, you talk about, this is one of the reasons I really respect him, because you talk about earning it. Like, he was out there for 7 minutes, 10 minutes a game. All right, and he started doing some stuff. He started dunking on people, started going to the hole with authority. Started rebounding. He was blocking shots. And all of a sudden, that 8 minutes went to 10, went to 12, went to 15. Now he's at something 20-something minutes a game. I respect it. When you get an opportunity and you make the most of it, I got mad respect for you. Doesn't matter how you got the opportunity, whether it was given to you, which it wasn't, not to him, or you had to earn with the little time that you got, and it just kept increasing because of your play. And that's why I respect this young man, because he plays with an edge. He got a little, like, you could tell he played against some tough mugs in Chicago around the AAU circuit. I would say playgrounds, but kids don't go around and find basketball at the playground and play basketball anymore. Not outside. But yeah, I like that young man. I like that young man big time. But, guys, you know how we do the first segment of every show is called
It won't come just when you want it.
Top of the morning to you. Top of the morning to you. Top of the morning to you.
Top of the morning. That's we hit that a little too soon. Anyway, the first top of the morning topic, Cubs. Man, the Cubs lose out. Tough one. Sorry, Cub fans. The Cubs lose out on Alex Bregman. Alex Bregman signed with the Boston Red Sox 3 years, $120 million. Whew. Whew. It was reported that the Cubs offered. So here's some of the conflicting reports that I got. They're saying that Boston offered over $10 million or $10 million more than the next person. Okay. So that's 3 years, 40 mil. It's 40 mil a year. So I don't know if when they say more than $10 million, I don't know if they're talking about the entire contract or $10 million a year, because the Cubs reportedly offered 4 years for $115 million. I don't know if you know math very well, but 115 and 120, that's not 10, that's only 5 mil. So 4 years, 115 would have given him 20 something. 28, 35, 48, 28. So if they meant AAV, then okay, then I get it. Then it's definitely 10 million more. But the Cubs weren't trying to. So I don't know. How do you Cub fans feel about you guys losing out on Bregman? All right, how do you feel about that? Because Bregman was the guy that many Cub fans, well, the Cubs were always in on him. So were you good with that or what? I don't understand. I want to find out what you guys are thinking, because here you go. I just think that the Cubs are trying to set a tone. I just think that they opened the pocketbooks. That's for sure. They opened up the pocketbooks. They were ready to. They're ready to pay. I get it, and good for them. They should. You're the third largest market. Okay, so you should be able to compete with some of the big boys. And that's what we want. That's what you guys want, Cub fans. You guys want to compete with the big boys, right? So, but here's what happened. Here's what was said. The Cubs, they put in their bid, and unfortunately, they got outbid. But here's what was said. Jed yesterday talked about losing out on Bregman.
Yeah, obviously disappointed. Great players, great fit. We definitely recognize the opportunity. I was really thankful to Tom and Todd and Laura. I spent a lot of time talking about pursuit of him, and they were willing to sort of greenlight us pushing our budget. Just free agency. A ultimately, like, they got a deal in structure and in amount that we couldn't match. But that's just the nature of it. But I'm thankful that I was able to pursue it. It was a really good opportunity, and now we move forward.
Did you talk about during the process that you guys felt you were on the verge of agreeing to something, or did it not?
No.
How did you feel about that?
I mean, ultimately, like, I feel like we made a strong offer, but clearly it wasn't enough. And again, like, when you're in free agency, most of the time, player goes the highest bid, and the Red Sox got a great player. They were aggressive, and kudos to them. They got a great player. But I'm glad that we were able, given where we are with our budget right now, I'm glad that we were able to pursue it, and I'm thankful that we're able to.
Again, that video courtesy of the Marquee Network. That was Jed talking about, not getting him. And I love the fact that that's the one thing I really like about the Cubs is they're pretty transparent. All right, they're pretty transparent. They'll talk to you. And that was a great thing about Theo. Theo, when he was here, he answered questions. Remember I was on Ryan Poles, and Theo would at certain times, not all the time, but Theo would sit there and answer all the questions. He'd sit there, get a couple bottles of water, answer all the questions. So no one had any questions. He'd sit there for a half hour. And it would be like, all right, no more questions? All right, thanks, guys. That's the type of transparency you want from your general manager. All right? He didn't run from the tough questions. He didn't run from the difficult conversations. And I respected that about Theo. Jed seems to be the same way. I respect that about them. Yeah, Rick says it was the extra year I would think that made him go to Boston. Yeah. Yeah, because here you're spreading out $115 million, which is less, over 4 years, and you're getting more over less years. So you're getting $40 million a year. And let's be, like you said, you heard him say, he goes, sometimes you just go to he goes, a lot of times it's just the almighty dollar. And I get it. I ain't mad at him. Like Diamond said, so Bregman interested in checking the bag rather than winning. Yeah. 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 Bregman probably just wants to pad his stats playing in that tiny ballpark and is scraped to the scared of the windy and cold weather with the wind knocking down while keeping a lot of home runs inside the ballpark at Wrigley. Yeah, that could be another thing. That's a very good point. That wind comes off that lake. That knocks a lot of shit down in right field. I'm good. It tells me he's selfish. I can agree with you to a point, but let's before we bash him. I don't mind bashing anything with the Cubs. But before we bash him, put yourself, walk a mile in another man's shoes. Yes, the ultimate goal is to win a World Series. Okay? But at the end of the day, your career is going to end. Your career is going to end, and you're not going to be getting paid $30 million, $40 million, $50 million a year. Most likely. Unless you have a great mind for your post-baseball career, you don't got to do shit when your career's over. Get a couple of investments, buy a couple apartment complexes, have your money keep working for you, get in some funds, or they give dividends, monthly dividends, you're good. The thing is, you want that money. You want to get the most money you can, and I think all of us here would be in a similar situation. You want the most money. You want 115 million, 120 mil. 120 mil comes in a shorter amount of time than 115 mil. So I see where people are saying he's selfish but doesn't want to win. Yeah, I can see the other side of it also. Yeah, that's what, Brian, that's a great point. Doesn't Alex already have a couple of championship rings? That's the difference with free agents. That's one of a championship and wants the money. All the free agents that hasn't won a championship. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Because now remember it happened with the Bulls. Remember Scott Williams. You guys remember Scott Williams, kid out of North Carolina, big man? He got drafted in 1991. So his first 3 years in the league, he got rings. 91, 92, 93, he got a ring. I think after 94, he was a free agent, decided to go to Philadelphia for a bag. Got a nice size bag. Why? He already won titles. There's nothing to push for. There's nothing to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, he already got it. Cornelius says, there's no excuse for the Cubs to be striking out on superstar players all the time. I hear you, but when you're not allowed to, I mean, that's a tough offer. That's $40 million a year, dude. That's $40 million a year. Are the Cubs ready? Were they prepared to go that far? It didn't seem like it. If the Cubs had offered 3 for $130, he would have come to the Cubs. It's all about the money at the end of the day. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It's all free agency. It's about that bag. Period. End of story. Yes, you want to win. That's secondary, maybe even tertiary. You want to win and you want to be productive. You want to go, if you can get to a spot, a park that's suitable and conducive to your style of play. Short porches and left or right field. Okay, you're a home run hitter. All right, or they got big gaps or deep alleyways and you're a speedster. Yeah, you want to go there to maximize and get those stats up. Jay Grizz said, on a side note, in 92, were you upset when Sammy got traded to the Cubs? Did you ever think back then that he'd go on to have a great career? No, I never thought. I wasn't because he didn't really stand out with the Sox. I liked the fact that he was a Latin player on the South Side. That was cool. And no, I never thought he'd have the career he had and become the rock star, superstar that he is. He's a freaking rock star. He's a freaking rock star. Man, the South Side would have loved him if he did that type of stuff on the South Side with a huge Hispanic population and the White Sox fan base. Little village, Pilsen. That was before they gentrified. Before it was gentrified. Yeah, so I wasn't that upset, like I said, because he hadn't really blown up. All right, but yeah. Well, let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. See where we're at. My White Sox, baby. Yay, yay. My White Sox signed outfielder, first baseman Joey Gallo. No, not Gallo. Callow with a C. Callow. If anyone knows what movie that's from, let me know. They signed him to a minor league deal with an invite to spring training. No, he had he signed a 1 year, $5 million deal last year. All right, but right now he's here's his flash line: 161, 277, 336 with 10 homers and 260 plate appearances with a 39.2 strikeout rate last year after signing a 1 year, $5 million contract with the Nats. 161, 277, 336. That is embarrassing. The two-time All-Star, two-time Gold Glove outfielder. mostly played first base last season. He has 200 homers throughout his 10 seasons. That's from Dale Von Shawn in the Chicago Sun-Times. You use him as an outfielder. Okay. It makes sense, especially if you're going to trade Lewis Robert, and that's the buzz that you're trading Lewis Robert. Okay, now you got, or he can be the fourth outfielder, or whenever someone needs a break, nothing crazy. Very good, Brian. My cousin Vinny. My biological clock is ticking as I stomp the floor. It's ticking like this. Yes, we did get George Bell. Yeah, 10 years too late. About right. That's about right. The next top of the morning topic. Man, in the Four Nations face-off. All right, the United States defeats Finland 6-1. What a game. What a game. All right, it started off. Finland scored the first goal. And then here we go. Finland scored the first goal of the game. Say that 5 times real fast. And then it went to hell for them. It went to hell. And it was awesome. It was awesome. 6 unanswered goals by our boys. And it was a phenomenal thing to see. The Kachuk brothers, each, Brady and Matthew Kachuk, each had 2 goals in this particular game. It was awesome. It was awesome. Rick Gonzalez says, international hockey is a fun watch. I can't lie. Cornelius says, where are these games being played? Throughout. That's a good question. I know that last night's game was that was in Montreal. I would imagine they'd be here, Canada and States. I'm not sure where, but I don't know. So I let me not misspeak. Let me check. Let me check the. Where's hockey? Montreal. Are they all being played in Montreal? Looks like it. So Saturday, noon at 7, all 4 teams are played in Montreal. So it must be in Montreal. Brian says, wait till Canada becomes the 51st state. We'll never lose at hockey. Dude, they don't want any point. They don't want any part of the United States, dude. They don't want any part of this at all. They love looking down on us, literally and figuratively. But anyway, great stuff yesterday. The next top of the morning topic, we saw a little bit of it earlier. Matas Buzelis. Matas Buzelis is the lone Chicago Bull representative at the All-Star Weekend, NBA All-Star Weekend in San Francisco. Here you saw him in the clip coming out of break, but here's just some still photos. All right. At his media day, just taking some shots. And it was great. I'm happy for the young man. I really, really am. This kid is the kind of guy. This is the kind of player that we need. We need more players like him. All right. We need more players like him who play with an attitude, with an edge. And yes, Mr. Shorty, white men can jump. All right, but as he headed out to the Bay, as I mentioned on Wednesday, he headed out to the Bay to be in the dunk contest. And it would be really cool if somehow, some way, he ended up in the Rising Stars Challenge. Someone got hurt or whatever, I don't know. That would be cool. That would be pretty cool. But anyway, this was funny. So one of our rivals, former rival, okay, got a rude awakening. The Jets and Aaron Rodgers. The Jets came out yesterday and said that they're going to go in a different direction at the quarterback position. So Aaron Rodgers, you're done. All right, he had 2 years there. He played one. He tore his Achilles 4 plays into the first game last season, 2 seasons ago in 2023, if you recall. And he was just so much of a distraction. And so now people were talking about, well, where's the landing spot for him? New Orleans, the Giants, Pittsburgh. Well, you know what happened? People in Pittsburgh understood that Pittsburgh was a landing spot because they don't know what they're going to do with the quarterback. Are they going to sign Russell Wilson to a deal? Are they going to sign Justin Fields to a deal? Are they going to go get another quarter? Are they going to go get Kirk Cousins? So Pittsburgh's up in the air. So they don't know who they're going to get. However, Pittsburgh fans know who they do not want. And I thought this was awesome. That is awesome. Now, I'm not sure if it's an actual sign, if it's just AI, but I just thought that was freaking hilarious. I hope it is a real sign. I hope it is a real sign. I hope it is a real sign because that would show you exactly where a lot of fans throughout the NFL, how they feel about Aaron Rodgers. That, my friends, is classic. And, Justin's going to be a free agent as well. He signed a 1-year deal with Pittsburgh this year. He had a 4-2 record with them. Okay, they led the NFC North at that particular point before Mike Tomlin decided to go with Russell Wilson. And some of the places, the place I thought immediately was Vegas for Justin Fields. I mentioned it before, but I'll reiterate it again before we go to break. I think, 1, he's got Tom Brady, the GOAT there. 2, he's got a phenomenal coach in Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll, remember, he breathed life. That's why I wanted Pete Carroll. He breathed life into Russell Wilson when they were in Seattle. When they were in Seattle, he hyped Russell up. Made him believe in himself big time. I think Justin needs a quarterback, a coach like that, a mentor like that to get him back on his P's and Q's. Because people are ignorant fans and people with an agenda want to act like Justin Fields wasn't a phenomenal passer at Ohio State. They didn't want to act like he was a pocket passer at Ohio State. That's all he did. He didn't run at Ohio State because he didn't have to. And he had talent around him. And that's why someone posed a question, Justin to the Jets. And I was like, no. And I'm like, well, he would be reunited with Garrett Wilson. I'm like, ooh, okay. Okay. That could be a possibility as well. I wish the best for that young man. I have nothing but love for him. I really want him to do well because of the raw deal he got here. because of the raw deal he got here, Shorty, that's another good one. Kevin O'Connell would develop Justin to his full potential, and I didn't think about that. That's right. Because what if J.J. McCarthy isn't ready? Kevin O'Connell would definitely maximize his potential. But the reason, don't forget who his offensive coordinator would be in Vegas too. This is why I said Vegas. Chip Kelly. You want to see some zone reads, some RPOs with Justin? They have to get a stud running back. But some RPOs with Justin? Yeah. To me, that would be awesome. A great place for him because of the coaches that he would have. Offensive coordinator Chip Kelly, head coach Pete Carroll, minority owner Tom Brady. I think that's a very, very good environment for a young quarterback, especially one that had his growth stunted due to poor coaching. His development has been stunted due to poor coaching. And to have Tom Brady there, to have Pete Carroll, and then to have Chip Kelly, I think that's a great combination to get your confidence, get you right, get you back right. And then you just got to go get him another couple of stud receivers. Go get him a couple of stud receivers, good running back. You know how to build up the team. Yeah, Brian. I didn't think about the Jets, but that will work well for him. Garrett Wilson. All right, Adams. Adams is still there. Devontae Adams, when he comes out of his Taco Bell house. And Bryce Hall, running back, yeah. But I'd like to see who's calling his plays. I'd like to see who they have. Because what he needs development. He needs a reprogramming. His confidence is shot right now. His confidence is shot. You get pulled. You're 4-2. You're atop the division. You get pulled. Yeah. After coming from Chicago. And that was one of the reasons I think that he was he didn't open it up. And believe me, everyone's like, oh, well, Justin didn't open it up. Man, Justin, if you recall at Ohio State, and you recall here, Justin was a home run hitter. He loved the deep pass. But for whatever reason, he got a little shy his last year here. I remember he came out a little bit his last year. But he couldn't throw it deep before because, first of all, who the hell did he have to throw to his first year? I'll tell you who had to throw to. This is the thing. You know, when we talk about certain things, this is why when you argue with people, you have to debate with people who argue, who listen to comprehend as opposed to respond. People who listen to respond. These are the wide receivers Justin had his first year. Now remember, he had no reps, no first team reps in OTAs, in the offseason, in mini camp, in training camp. As a season, he had no first team reps because that was Andy Dalton's thing. Here's who his wide receivers were in 2021: Rodney Adams, Damiere Byrd, Isaiah Coulter, Marquise Goodwin, Jakeem Grant, Darnell Mooney, Daz Newsome, Allen Robinson, Simba Webster, Jesper Horsted. Yep, Getsy coached it out of him. I agree. That's what Nagy. Then he gets Eberflus, and in 22, these were his receivers: Darnell Mooney, Byron Pringle, EQ St. Brown, Velus Jones Jr., N'Keal Harry, Chase Claypool, Dante Pettis, Emir Smith-Marset. And you expect him to light the world on fire? You know what? My bad. My bad, King Book of World. King Book of World checking in. He said, Hall of Fame, Byron Pringle. Get it right. Shorty said, I love Jesper Horsted. So did I. And then his last year with the Bears, his final season with the Bears, year 3. Darnell Mooney. They got DJ Moore. Chase Claypool, who was traded in the middle of the season. Colin Johnson, who they never threw it up to. Velus Jones Jr., Tyler Scott, EQ St. Brown, Trent Taylor. And what happened? DJ Moore had his best year in his professional career. Cole Kmet had the best year of his professional career with him. So I say all that to say that the kid is not some kind of buster. You know, he took his team to college football playoffs twice, championship game his senior year. And if he wasn't hurt in the championship game, could have been a different story. Rick Gonzalez, Chicago Bear fans always love their slow white tight end. Never fails. Yeah. So he's got to go to a spot where, one, they have talent, but two, they have someone to develop him. And that's why I said Vegas. They don't have the talent around him, but that's why I said you got to go get a wide receiver. Go get a stud wide receiver. Because I think that infrastructure is going to be better for him than most other places. Chip Kelly and Pete Carroll. That's a nice duo. I like that kind of party. I like that kind of party for Justin. I really do. Listen, let's take another break. And the other side of the break, we're gonna dive into. We'll talk a little Cubs. Let's talk Cubs. We'll talk a little White Sox. You know that'll be really quick. And the other side of the break, we're gonna look into some free agents. Free agency starts on March 10th in the NFL free agency does. So we're gonna look at some free agent offensive and defensive linemen. See who might be on the Bears' radar. All right? So keep it locked right here, folks. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back shortly, right here on Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago. Hey, it's your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra, and be sure to follow Sports Zone Chicago on all social media platforms, on Facebook, Instagram, and our Roku channel. You can find us at Sports Zone Chicago, and on Twitter, we are at Sports Zone Shy. Also, be sure to download our mobile app so you can take Sports Zone Chicago with you on the go.
Time out. How are you feeling right now? Happy? Excited? Angry? Overwhelmed? One of the best things you can do for your mind health is to name what you're feeling. It can sharpen your awareness and help you talk about your feelings with someone you trust. Here are 3 questions to ask yourself. Where are your thoughts right now? In the past, the present, the future? Do you notice any sensations in your body? Is your heart beating fast? Is there a flutter in your stomach? Or are you fully relaxed? What do you need right now? Time with others? Time to yourself? Remember, there's power in this awareness. So find ways to identify what you're feeling today.
Hi, guys. Hey. Hi, Megan. Hey, Jessica. Megan, you're a tramp. Ryan Fitch told me you guys made out. Everybody knows. He said your breath smells like garbage. And he almost puked. He says you're the most desperate girl he knows, besides your mom. How many boyfriends does she have anyway? Lots? Your makeup makes you look like a clown. That zit is huge, zit face. Ugly.
Hey, bud, what you doing?
I'm playing with cars.
Cars? Can you show me what a car does? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on a second. First of all, this is a school zone. So you need to put down your cell phone, stop texting, and let's get to driving. Now you're coming up to a stop sign, right? You need to slow down and stop before you hit that Y line. I want you to look left, right, left. You don't want to get hit by a car going on your left, and to your right to make sure you don't get sideswiped by a guy coming from your right. You're coming, and you see a crosswalk. You better slow your horses down, because the #1 rule of driving is always yield to pedestrians. Now stop, pull over, and you are done driving. Gosh, what do they teach you kids in school nowadays?
This offense will be calibrated with him in mind. We're going to build this thing. This is not simply a dropping of a previous playbook down on the table and starting there. Nope. We're ripping this thing down to the studs, and we're going to build it up with him first and foremost, and then with the pieces around him next. I really look forward to challenging him and pushing him, as I said before, to continue to grow and develop. Yeah, I think offensive line is certainly an area that we need to get better play from going forward, something that Ryan and I have already talked about. We will develop a plan of attack for how to get that done, but I'm looking forward to getting an excellent offensive line coach into the building to help develop the young talent that we already have on the roster.
Welcome back to Shawn and Maya in the Morning on Sports Zone Chicago. Pardon me, those clips courtesy of the Chicago Bears. And if you notice in that clip, I'm going to play it again. Look who he's looking at. He's talking right to Caleb. When he says, I'm looking forward to challenging him. Look at it. Just watch, look at his eyes.
This offense will be calibrated with him in mind. We're going to build this thing. This is not simply a dropping of a previous playbook down on the table and starting there. Nope. We're ripping this thing down to the studs, and we're going to build it up with him first and foremost, and then with the pieces around him next. I really look forward to challenging him and pushing him, as I said before, to continue to grow and develop. Yeah, I think offensive line is certainly an area that we need to get better play from going forward, something that Ryan and I have already talked about. We will develop a plan of attack for how to get that done.
So you saw he's looking at, we're going to challenge him, and I like that. I like that. I think that's so important. I think you talk about setting the tone immediately. Man. Hey, King Book World, thank you for checking in. He was served a shit sandwich. Yeah, those receivers, man, come on. How do you expect someone to? But like I said, if you thought about it, and here's the thing that people that frustrates me with people, because people talk about, oh, Caleb has gone down as scored late. And I've noted it as well. And it was like, Justin never did that. I'm like, yeah, like Justin did, but somebody always screwed up. Minnesota game. Remember Smith, Amir, Marset. All right, Amir, Smith, Marset, whatever his name was. All right, against the Vikings. We're down. We're trailing. Justin hits him. Instead of stepping out of bounds, he cuts back to the field, cuts extra yards, gets the ball stripped, fumbled, game over. Was it the Niners or the Dolphins? The Dolphins. No pass interference on Chase Claypool when the DB pulled him down on third down. Then On fourth down, ball goes right through EQ St. Brown's hands, and he had enough for the first down. Game over. Washington Commanders. Were they the Redskins still then? I don't know. Washington. Darnell Mooney bobbles the ball at the goal line. He's in the end zone, or he's at the end zone, bobbles the ball. He's in the end zone as he bobbles the ball. They carry him out of the end zone before he gets control of it. So he's at the 1 yard. So at the 1 yard line, we don't score. So there are plenty of opportunities for Justin to do it. It's just other people. It's other people. Anyway, Rick says, can we fast forward to September already? Right? No, eat my egg sandwich. No, it's my punchki. On the bakery, we got punchkis, man. Don't forget, Fat Tuesday's around the corner. Rick says February to July is the longest stretch of the year, Mr. Shorty. Yeah, it is, bro. It is. It is tough. It is tough. Patty Larry checking in. She's happy. TGI Mickey Ficky Friday. Theo Shawn Jeremiah's watching in the house. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Oh, you're local, huh? Rick said it was -5 here last night in Chicago. Can't be that bad, Shorty. How about that five goal line shotgun handoff that denied Justin a win? Yeah. And then also, how many times did he do it only to have the defense give up the lead? Yeah, that too. My man Armando Emeterio Lara Jr. is checking in. What's up, Papa? How are you? Thank you for tuning in, buddy. So, yeah, I hope he goes somewhere that knows how to maximize his ability. That's right, Cleveland. Mooney dropping a Hail Mary. Wasn't that Cleveland? Wasn't that the Cleveland game as well? Yeah. Great call, Rick. Great call, Papa. Great call. So, hope he goes somewhere that maximizes his potential, but more importantly, gets his mind right. Because he's all jacked up. He's mind blown right now. And here, what you got to do is you got to hope that Caleb isn't mind blown right now. All right, Caleb isn't mind blown right now with all the craziness that he had. Okay, although he had a little more success, he just had like 8 comeback wins denied by shitty coaching. Hey, Shorty, you know what I say, bro. Coaching matters. Coaching matters. It mattered with Justin. It mattered with Caleb. So we hope the coaching, it looks like, and hopefully we got the coaching part down. We got it correct this time. Hopefully. Seems like we do. But hopefully. We won't know until we find out. We won't know until we know. But Caleb, I hope Caleb isn't mind blown. And I don't know if he is or not. We'll find out. Because remember, he doesn't get nervous. And he got nervous. So he might be a little mind blown. All right. 67 sacks, 68 sacks he took. Many were his own fault. I agree. But you still take those sacks. You still take those hits. And when we mention sacks, we're not even mentioning quarterback hits. So you got to imagine another 20 or 30 of those. We're talking about getting hit 100 times. The time he's run, yeah, it's well over 100 times. Well over 100 times. So I hope Caleb can separate, can kind of put last year behind him and really focus on being a great quarterback. Look, the Bears got an extra 2 weeks because they have a new coaching staff. Yeah, they do get extra time. and luckily for us. I am. But one thing we have to do is we got free agency, which starts March 10th, so a little less than a month away. Rick Gonzalez, great. Hey, what are you reading my notes, you son of a gun? What the hell? Guard or center for the Bears at free agency and the draft. Don't be reading my notes, damn it. Stay out of my messages, boy. King Booker Will said the new staff will whip them all into shape. I think so. Here's who we're looking at. All right, on the offensive line. These are just according to forgot who it was. Excess Sports. I don't want to misspeak. Oh, it's Chihuahua. Here we go. Fox Sports. These are the top free agent offensive linemen. Or top free agents. And these are the top 10 linemen who happen to be free agents. Ronnie Stanley. Yeah, I'm not too happy with I don't really care. He's a tackle. No. Alaric Jackson. Nah. Drew Dahlman. That's the guy I'm looking at. Yeah, I don't know about that, Shorty. I see your comment. Only because we need a young center to go hand in hand with Caleb's career. I don't know about that. Drew Dahlman's only 26. Let me confirm, but I believe he's only 26. So that is a young 26 years old. He'll be 27 October 15th. He's young. You get him for 5. You got him for 4 years or 5 years. I like having a veteran center. That's one less thing Caleb has to do. It's call out protections. It's one less thing. Give me Drew Dahlman first and foremost. I'll go with guards. I really want. Let me take this down. I want to look at you guys. I really want two offensive linemen in free agency, and then draft another one or two. But give me Dahlman. Is one guy that I want. I really want. Now, there was rumors or reports. Let me go look. Let me pull it up. All right, there are reports. This is according to the Sporting News. Pat McAvoy. Bleacher Report projected that Trey Smith is going to land a 5-year, $105.5 million deal with the Bears as a top landing spot for him. So, of course, he doesn't know. He's speculating. Okay? Market value, 5 years, 105.5. Trey Smith should ask for nothing less than being the highest paid guard in NFL history. This is according to the article. Are you willing to give up $20 million as a guard for a guard? Because listen, if you're not, let's break that down into something even a little better. These are the top guards. These are the top guards. Just guards, not offensive linemen, all offensive linemen. You got Trey Smith, Will Fries, Mekhi Becton, Kevin Zeitler, former Chicago Bear. Why we let him go, I have no idea. Brandon Sheriff, Zach Martin, Patrick McCarry, Aaron Banks, Will Hernandez. Honorable mention, Tevinjenkins. But we have Tevin bringing him back because he's often injured. Junior says, I don't think McDaniels will want to come back here. It's a different regime. You give him the right money. Money talks, bullshit walks. Shorty says, why would Atlanta let their center go to this same situation, young quarterback? Salary cap. Salary cap. They're way over the yeah, there you go, Brian. Cap space is short right now, Shorty. Atlanta's way over the cap. Bill freaking Murray. He absolutely dominated the Panthers, but that's the Panthers. I was never on board with getting rid of James Daniels the first time. Never. It bugged me to no end. How would you get rid of this guy? Remember, he's a guy as a rookie who handled Aaron Donald. When they played the Rams. So when I saw that, I'm like, I like this kid. He had phenomenal technique, but the thing that I liked about him, and this is exactly what I was talking about yesterday. Shut up, Black Diamond. Shut up. Our boy just got named to the Rising Stars game as an injury replacement. Shut the front door. Get out of here. Let me see. Let me see. From my lips to God's ears. See if they got it in the news. No, I don't have it in the news yet. Where'd you hear it from? Where'd you get it from, Black Diamond? Let me know where you got where your source is. I want to check it out. Give me news. Give me news. Give me news. No. So I'm looking at the Bleacher Report, and I don't really like this. Come on. See this. All right, it'll come across the wire soon. I won't have to check for it. I just want to give someone their props if I wanted to see it, and then obviously give their props whoever broke the story. But dude, that's awesome. If he's in there, that's awesome. Rick Gonzalez says, if we can't get Trey, I'd like to get Becton and Martin. Mekhi Becton, Zach Martin. And think about it. Look at this. You might be able to get both of those guys for the cost of Trey Smith. In Chicago, we don't scream mustard. We scream Matas. You came in hot, King Booker World. I love it. But these are the guards we have. And I'll tell you what, I don't even really care if we don't get Trey Smith, because that's a lot of money to a lot of assets. If you get Mekhi Becton, I'm cool. You get Mekhi Becton. And who else? Mekhi Becton and Drew Dolman. You get Mekhi Becton and Drew Dolman, we're cooking with gas. See, I was looking. No. I want news. You don't have it yet. All right, you got the Bulls app, so do I. Let me check. Here it is, Papa. Yes, sir, Bob. NBA.com. Matas Buzella selected to the 2025 Castro, Rising Stars game. NBA announced today that rookie forward Matas Buzelis has been selected for the Rising Stars game today. The game's tonight. February 14th at the Chase Center in San Francisco as part of NBA All-Star Weekend. He would serve as injury replacement for Team M. I don't know who Team M is. For New Orleans center Ivis Missy. Okay. There it is. It's confirmed. Wonderful. Great stuff, Papa. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thanks, Black Diamond. So, King Booker World, you're saying Zach and Zeitler? Is that who you are? Zach and Zeitler. So Zeitler is the guard from Detroit. Is that who you're talking about? Zach Martin and Kevin Zeitler. Is that who you talk about, King Booker World? I would like a veteran center, and Dahlman would be the perfect one for me. Got Drew Dahlman, and you also have Ryan Kelly from Indy. I'm okay with either of those guys. Because as I said, I want a guy who can make calls, take that off of Caleb's plate. Take that off of Caleb's plate. But here's the crazy part. Let me take this down. Oh no, it's a different offense. Yeah, take it off his plate. Year 2, no problem. Quarterback should be could make all the calls, but not year 1. Okay. Okay. All right, Brian. Hey, good looking out. Becton has missed over 30 games in 5 years. That's according to NFL Reference website. Okay. If that's the case, then yeah, it makes sense. Because you see what you're saying now? Yeah, Mekhi Becton from Philly. Yeah, he had been hurt. You're right. So where do we go? Will Fries, Kevin Zeitler. Because all these guys are good. We just got to see. And here's the one thing: who does? I mean, and let's keep it a buck. Hold on, player. Ben Johnson just came from Detroit. I'm sure he would, and I'm sure he wouldn't. He wouldn't mind having one of his old peoples. He wouldn't mind having Kevin Zeitler back. Because now that's one guy who already knows that Ben Johnson knows how he knows the offense. Knows what kind of blocking. So I'm okay with that. Will Fries, I've been a big Will Fries fan. Him and who's the other guard that oh goodness. It's Quentin Nelson. So we got a couple good pieces here. But Drew Dahlman would be my first one. First and foremost, give me Drew Dahlman. Okay, and if we have to go get Ryan Kelly. I'm cool with that too. Yeah, Quentin Nelson. Thank you, Shorty. It was on the tip of my tongue and I couldn't think of it. But give me two of these guys. One of them a center. So Drew Dahlman and Ryan Kelly, and either Will Fries, Trey Smith. Even if you got James Daniel. Because that's where this has got to go. That's where this has got to go. We got to shore that up. Now, I agree. I'm cool with the. I told you the last person that I could afford to kind of upgrade is Braxton Jones. I can leave him out there. Let me take this down. I can leave Braxton Jones out. I can leave him out there. Again, he's not a Pro Bowl caliber left tackle, but he's above average. I'll take that. As long as we get that front three solidified, yes. We got the right tackle, Darnell Wright. We get those front three solidified. We have 4 out of 5 of our offensive linemen are good to really good. I'm okay with it. And the other one is above average. I'll take it. And let's not forget, it's not just as an offensive lineman, you don't have to be the biggest, the best, the strongest, the fastest, the quickest. You have to work in sync with your fellow offensive linemen. And if you can do that, you don't have to be the best guard, the best tackle, the best center. If you can move and work in pairs and work in conjunction with your guy next to your left and your right, you could actually be a better fit than a $20 million offensive lineman. See, because I understand that here's the thing. I understand. I understand that people want the best this, the best that, the best player. But when you're talking about a unit, sometimes the best players don't play in a unit. Now, Trey Smith, look, in the Super Bowl, Trey Smith had an issue. They had issues in the Super Bowl. But if you get guys who play well with each other on the offensive line, those guys are a better fit together, and it doesn't matter what round you're in. It helps if you're drafted and you develop with these guys like Detroit did. But if you fit in with a group, it doesn't matter what round you're drafted in. It doesn't matter. Larry Allen. Is it Larry Allen or Nate Newton? Larry Allen. Was from a Division II school. Okay? But he blended in with the Cowboys. He fit that system. Larry Allen went on to be a Hall of Famer. A Division II cat. So with the offensive line, it's more important you get the right fit. And that might not be the most expensive and most sought after free agent out there. Again, let's not forget, it could be that Detroit guard. It could be Kevin Zeitler. That could be it. That could be the dude. Everyone's like, oh, Kevin, like, what? But you already have a guy who knows exactly what he wants, what Ben Johnson wants. But I want that center. God, I want that center. I want that center. All right, we neglected that spot for 2 seasons, 2 drafts now. 2 draft Ryan Poles was negligent. In getting in I don't know if he scouted, I'm sure he did, but in getting drafted the center, he was negligent. Malpractice. That was general manager malpractice. You didn't get a center. One of the things that I would, and you're right. Who said it earlier? Bill Murray, Shorty, you and your Bill Murray guy. He could be the dude. He could be that guy. It all comes down to how well your 5 offensive linemen play in conjunction with each other. That's what it comes down to. Now, if Bill Murray can get the job done, I'm all for it because we don't need pancakes. I like them. It'd be nice to watch. It'd be nice to talk shit. after one of our guy pancakes you. But if you make a solid block and your running back gets by you, or you don't allow your man to get to the quarterback, I'm good with that. I'm good with that. Rick, Poles likes the lineman to play guard and center. He likes hybrids. Yeah, I agree. And that could be the problem. I think a starting lineman needs to be, my starting guard needs to be a guard only. My starting center needs to be a center only. Now, if you want to have two guys who you can use as swing guards and tackles, cool. Swing guards and center, fine. But my starting guard, my two starting guards and my starting center have been playing center since he was in grammar school. My starting guards have better been playing guards since they were in grammar school. Give me those guys, and then we can get those hybrids if someone gets hurt or we need you to cover a couple of weeks. And Kieran Amagaji, keep him at guard. Keep him at. I know you drafted him as a tackle. Keep his ass at guard. He could be the missing piece. We talked about it on Wednesday. He was set up for failure. And here's where you're going to find out. Here's where we're going to find out. He was set up for failure. He knew it. I'm sure his family's told him, his agents told him, his friends have told him that they fucked you. No rep. First of all, you're hurt. No reps, no practice. Oh, yeah, by the way, tomorrow you're starting. What? Against a guy who's having a Pro Bowl year in Minnesota. Good luck. It screwed him. So what you need to do, and then here's what you did next week. You didn't even dress him. He wasn't on the game day roster the next week. After you screwed him over big time, he gives up a couple of sacks, looks horrible, a few penalties, a couple sacks, and you say, you know what? Next week you're not dressing. What kind of nonsense is that? So you know what? Move his ass inside and leave him there. So you're the left guard. You're fighting for for left guard 1. That's what you're fighting for. Your days as a tackle in the NFL are over. At least here. You're fighting for that left guard spot. Period. End of story. And let him go and let him see what he can do. Because he's very Kieran Amagaji, he's very athletic, just like Braxton Jones. He's athletic. Is he going to be able to handle the big boys inside? We'll find out. This offseason is critical for him. We'll find out. That's what I like on the offensive line. Defensive line. Here's some of the key free agents. Milt Williams, Philly, just had a great game, great Super Bowl. He's going to be a lot. Osa Odigizua. Hassan Reddick from the Jets. Chase Young from New Orleans. Levi Onwuzurike from Detroit. Edge Dayo Deingbo, Indy. Dante Fowler Jr., edge on Washington. Tershawn Wharton, Kansas City. Patrick Jones, Minnesota. That was the dude that Kieran Amagaji was going up against, wasn't it? Milt Williams would be great. I don't know how much of a I don't know what he's asking for. Right. Easy for you to say, Shawn. Their names. Junior says he likes the guy from the Raggles. That's an inside joke. Junior he was typing something. Was that on the thread? Me, you, and Mondo? we were talking something. He meant to put Eagles, but if you know on the keyboard, E is next to the R. It's QWER, and oftentimes I know I do it sometimes. You meant to hit the R, you hit the E. If you meant to hit the E, you hit the R. Instead of Eagles, it's Raggles. I mean, that's why Junior's putting Raggles. Yeah, Poles is not known for not overpaying on certain players. However, Shawn, there's a new sheriff in town. His name is Kevin Warren. Y'all be cool. Right on. Kevin Warren's making people look at things differently now that he's the president of football operations. They're looking at things differently. They're doing things that they don't usually do, that this organization usually doesn't do. They fired the offensive coordinator midseason. They fired the head coach midseason. They brought in, they got the highest, they paid the hottest offensive coordinator in the market to come here. They're still paying their old head coach. Why? They got the hottest coaching prospect. Things are different up at 1920 Football Drive. Big difference. Ryan Poles got a boss who's a football guy in Kevin Warren. So now you got a guy who could sit there and give you his opinion is educated and informed. I mean, Mondo checking in. What's up, Mondo? Checking in, busy late at work. I hear you. Checking in late, busy at work. It happens. So yeah, we might go get those guys. And again, just remember, these are the guards. Let's look at the offensive line. If you get Drew Dahlman and Kevin Zeitler, or Drew Dahlman and Will Fries, or Drew Dahlman and James Daniel, he comes back. Just like the prodigal son, he's returned. That's a good free agent season. And they were definitely not going to cost as much as Trey Smith if you can't get Trey Smith. It's about the fit when it comes to offensive line. It's about the fit. Oh, you did that on accident as well? See why I don't give Armando crap about trying to type too fast? So you had Raggles as well, huh? Accidentally? So let's not get upset. All right, Bears fans? Let's not get upset if we don't get Trey Smith. I want Trey Smith. But if you're also Ryan Poles, you still have a financial obligation. If you can get a guy, look. You can get a guy. Look at TJ Edwards. TJ Edwards got the smaller of the two contracts, him and Tremaine Edmonds. TJ Edwards is got the smaller deal, and he's playing better. He's playing much better than Tremaine Edmonds. So if we go get two guys in free agency who aren't the top, we don't get a Trey Smith, but we do get the Becton. All right, we do get the Mekhi Becton, or we do get the Drew Dahlman, or we do get the James Daniels, or we do get the Kevin Zeitler. Doesn't mean we lost free agency. Doesn't mean that at all. And sometimes things work out where the people we get actually turn out better than the people we wanted. Let's not forget that. You can want a guy all you want. Does he fit your system? Does he fit your culture? We're going to find out what type of culture we have. what type of culture is Ben Johnson establishing here with the Bears? And we're going to see if guys can coexist in that culture. Rick says, if you load up on lineman and free agency, watch him go running back at 10. I still don't think they'll do that at 10. I think they're gonna wait till the third round to get a running back. And they can. And they easily can. So many running backs in this draft. I would still say, even if you grab 2 offensive linemen in free agency, your first pick is an offensive lineman at 10. Bug it. Give me Will Campbell. Give me Banks from Texas. Here you go, young man. Braxton, you've been here for 3 years. Fight it out with this youngster. Battle it out with this youngster. Brian said, "Oh, you're talking to Rick's comment? Rick said if we load up a lineman in free agency, we'll watch him go running back at 10. Brian Henderson says, hope not, but maybe one of the second round picks. Yeah, I don't think they'll waste those on a running back. I think they're actually going to wait until the third round or later. There's just too many good running backs coming out. Some with size and speed, some with power. Yeah, there's a lot of good running backs. You can really upgrade your running back room in the third round, maybe even the fourth. I hope so too, Rick. I hope so too. So I said, how do we get one of these general manager jobs? Because I'm pretty good at it. I just need I need a capologist. I need a capologist to let me know how to do shit. Which is why, you don't become GMs at 30. You're in the buildings or multiple buildings, and you're looking how the situation operates and move up the ladder. You watch, you get more involved, you get more responsibility, you have a better understanding. And then after 10 years or so, is when you're probably able to venture out on your own as a general manager. Shorty, you ain't telling me nothing. They're running backs are players too. They are. And they're key players. They are key players. So let's look at the defensive lineman. We talked about it for a quick second. Milt Williams, Osa from Dallas, Hassan Reddick, the Jets, Chase, Levi, Deingbo, Fowler, Wharton, Jones. We went over those. Any one of those you guys you'd like to have? I know we got Khalil Mack in free agency as well, but no. So any of these guys that you want out there? Let's see. Oh man, Mondo says Mac. Yeah, it's Rick. No Mac on that list. Yeah, he should be. He should be on that list. Yeah. We got D lineman. Do they mean? And I don't know what they're saying because they got D lineman, D tackle, and edge. Yeah, Mac should be on there. I don't know if I want who wants Khalil Mack. I think his days might be done. I just think his days might be done. Who else wants Khalil Mack? I know Mondo does. I just think his time is gone. Call me crazy. Crazy. I'm just checking this over here. So as we wind down, we're gonna see how Ryan Poles operates, and I think which might be the most pivotal draft of his career, because a crappy draft and I think he gets fired. A crappy draft and a crappy season. No, let me take that back. Excuse me. Let me retract that statement. I don't think he gets fired. I think he gets officially put on the hot seat. I think he just got. They're talking about him in an extension to line up with Ben Johnson. Rick Gonzalez, you want Khalil Mack back, huh? Okay. Rick says no one on that list wows me, to be honest. Are we talking a D-line list? Because Milt Williams just had a phenomenal game. Over a season? I don't know. Chase Young, he's very familiar with defensive line with Dennis Allen, New Orleans. I'm still looking at Deshaun Wharton from KC. I don't know why. Yeah, there's nothing huge as far as big names, but a lot of times big names don't get to free agency. Rick says, how much pull does Ben have in the draft is the question. We don't know that here, but I'll tell you what, he's new. He's new, so you don't think that they're going to acquiesce to a lot of what he wants? They got the defense pretty much set. So now you just got to build up that offensive line. So Ben could say, hey, I need this, period. Ben's going to have something. You know how it is. When someone new comes in, they're going to get pretty much everything they want. Because Ryan Poles has to realize they're tied at the hip now. His Ben Johnson's success is Ryan Poles' success. If Ben Johnson and this team, if Ben Johnson comes in, they play very well because the offensive line's holding up. Guess what? His seat cools off a lot for Ryan Poles. It cools off a lot. So I think Ben Johnson's going to have a lot of say. Because what do we need on defense? Maybe a safety. You can get those in the later rounds. A 3-tech and an edge. Okay, one of the 2 second-round picks. I am more than okay, personally, I'm more than okay with going to get an edge or D tackle. Remember, I said I want an offensive line first round and then O&D line second round, the 2 second-round picks. I said, or I could even go stud D lineman if Mason Graham is there. You're like, hold on, player. Hold on, player. Abdul Carter won't be there. But what if Mason Graham is? Then I'll say, okay, but then the 2 second-round picks, offensive lineman. I personally want to just say, get an offensive lineman, but I'm refusing because if say 3 tackles go off, say Kevin Banks goes like right before us, and you're not wild with the other 3 or the next 2 or 3, go D. Let's go call, Shorty. Said I bit my left nut that Ian Cunningham is not going to the Jags after they already pulled the Bears move and signed the head coach first. Yeah, that's Free agency, which starts March 10th, is going to be fun. A little less than a month. And here's one of the things I'd like to see. Whoever you go after. If it's Trey Smith, okay, fine. That's your dude. That's your dude. You want him? Cool. Cool. You better be outside of this house at 11:55. 11:55, you better be out of his house on March 9th. 11:55, ready. At midnight, bing, boom. Let's come down to Hallis. Well, can we fly you to Hallis? Yes? Good. Whoever you want, you go and you show them that you want them. Show them that they mean that you value their presence on your team. Show them. Rick, great stuff, buddy. He says, time to head to work. Great show, Shawn. Take care, everybody. Bears. Thanks, Rick. Bye-bye. I'm getting excited more and more I talk about it. I'm getting very excited about the upcoming season. I really am. However, one thing that we must do is must be ready for a situation like last year or similar to last year. By that, I mean where we don't win a lot of games. I think we are, but we got to be ready. We got to be ready for it. It can't take us by surprise. It's a process. Processes don't happen on our time. They happen on their timeline. And we got to be patient with this offensive line. So I don't know what we're going to do. I know what I would do. Give me Dahlman and give me a guard in free agency that I can still go draft another guard. Plus, I still have Kieran Amagaji who wants to fight that spot because he's pissed that the organization made him look like an ass. Michelle said, if O-line or Graham available at 10, if not, Bears should trade the pick. Well, Graham, I don't think will be there. The question is Campbell going to be there? Is Kelvin Banks going to be there? Kelvin Banks. Who's the tackle from Texas? Tackle from Texas. Will Banks, is that it? So, yes. There you go. Hold on. There you go. Kelvin Banks. Sorry. Brian says, yes, great show today. Thanks, Shawn. Chat. Hope everyone has a wonderful, safe, blessed weekend. Yes. Listen, guys, 2 hours is come and gone. Hey, guys, I appreciate, man. Let me give you a big shout out to the chat that you guys were jumping, as always, man. As always. I love it. Yeah, Will Banks is LSU. Will Campbell, LSU. Kelvin Banks is Texas. Yeah. Want to thank the guys. A lot of love for my guys in the chat, from Junior to Brian to Shorty to Mr. Michelle Walls, Slick Rick Gonzalez. Oh, so I think we got you a name, Rick. Slick Rick Gonzalez, Slick Rick, baby. Obviously, Mondo checking in late. Thank you, Papa. I appreciate it. King Booker World checked in a little late, but man, glad to have you. Better late than never, Papa. It's always good to see you in there. Black Diamond. Yeah, everybody, thank you guys have the chat lit. I appreciate it, guys. It's a phenomenal weekend. All right, it's beautiful. It's going to be cold. It's going to snow tomorrow. That's okay. It's okay. All right, guys, you have a phenomenal weekend. If you're in the Chicagoland area, please make sure that you dress warm. Make sure you layer. Shorty, I will do that after the show. Thank you. And have a good time. Have a good weekend. We will see you on Monday. All right, we'll replay this tonight at 6 p.m. and 12:15. Lakina and Sid with Second City Sports take you on another 2-hour tour of Chicago sports. All right, guys, do yourself a favor. Let your loved ones know you love them. All right, go grab some dinner. Go grab some brunch tomorrow with them, or Sunday. Sunday's a great day for brunch. I'm going to brunch with my cousins on Sunday. Let your loved ones know you love them, because tomorrow is promised to no one. So from everyone here at Sports Zone Chicago, guys, I'm your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra. You have a phenomenal weekend. See you on Monday, and your boy is out.